Is automatic video editing truly the inevitable future of content creation for everyone? As AI tools get smarter every single week, we have to ask if those tedious cuts and trims are already becoming ancient history. The fantastic news for every creator out there is that you absolutely do not have to wait for these powerful changes. There are already plenty of applications available that can immediately shave hours off your editing workflow. This efficiency boost applies whether you are managing hour-long podcasts or crafting 30-second social media clips. The crucial question is whether it is genuinely worth trusting an algorithm with the integrity of your unique content. If you are asking for the short answer, for the vast majority of creators today, the response is an absolute yes. For the long answer on why this technology is essential, you will need to keep listening to the rest of this explanation. Let's be completely real for a moment. There will always exist a segment of creators who demand absolute granular control. If your primary goal is a cinematic short film requiring custom color grades on every single frame, you need a dedicated team. Painstaking ADR sessions and audio engineered down to the last hissing particle are still best left to human post-production experts. That kind of high-end, painstaking work will absolutely always have its necessary place in the industry landscape. This is especially true as major platforms continue to compete by pushing more premium, TV-sized viewing experiences onto living room screens. Hyper-detailed, cinematic editing is not going anywhere, but we must acknowledge that it is both expensive and inherently slow. But let's be honest, the vast majority of us are not currently producing feature-length Hollywood motion pictures. We are solo creators, dedicated podcasters, interviewers, live streamers, and vertical storytellers who need to stay consistent. The core challenge for this entire crowd is getting regular content out there without living inside the edit bay 24/7. For that specific group, automated editing tools represent an undeniable total game changer in the production pipeline. These smart solutions let you record more source material, iterate on concepts much faster, and focus only on your best ideas. Ultimately, automation allows you to spend your precious energy connecting with your actual audience where it matters most. I personally crank out multiple long-form videos every single week, plus dozens of short clips across every major platform. I owe that incredibly high output volume to using smart tools that successfully handle all the difficult heavy lifting for me. Let me now walk you through precisely how this looks in actual daily practice to showcase the real-world benefits. Imagine you've just finished recording a full hour-long interview podcast that requires immediate polishing. Traditionally, that meant spending a minimum of 1 hour just listening back to the entire raw recording from start to finish. Following that, you would dedicate another full hour simply trying to surgically cut out all the unnecessary filler words and dead air. Then you'd face even more time stitching in necessary B-roll clips or placing accurate chapter markers for navigation. With the aid of this modern tool, you can achieve a clean, publish-ready episode in just a fraction of that monumental time investment. Its built-in auto-editing intelligently picks out the most genuinely engaging parts of the conversation without your input. The system efficiently trims out all the dead air and can seamlessly switch focus between different speakers to keep the video flowing. This ensures the final video feels incredibly polished, even if your original recording setup was quite basic and simple. One of the features I personally adore is how it emphasizes practical defaults while still allowing granular tweaking. For example, if you want the edit to automatically highlight the active speaker like a professional multicam switcher, you simply select Done. Do you want the system to automatically remove every single instance of UHS and likes from the narration? Consider that task also done. And yes, you can absolutely request automatic chapter markers that pull out key topics and precise timestamps for easy viewing. These are the exact kinds of smart features that turn a messy, overwhelming hour of raw footage into a neat, navigable watch. The best part is you achieve this polished result without having to manually sit through the entire raw recording ever again. Now we move on to the specific subject that truly matters when you are focused on serious cross-platform posting. If you are constantly trying to post tailored vertical clips across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, the manual way is utterly brutal. This exact pain point is where the specialized auto-editing viral clips feature immediately jumps in to solve the problem. The onboard AI scans your entire long recording and proactively identifies all the high engagement moments within it. It specifically searches for emotional beats, sharp conversational takes, and moments of genuine laughter to select the best cuts. Crucially, it is not just blindly chopping footage at random intervals, but rather intelligently selecting pieces that are statistically likely to perform well. You can simply let this powerful feature run unattended and receive a ready batch of 30 to 60-second clips optimized for virality. However, just having the clips prepared is insufficient if you cannot get them published out to the world consistently. The ongoing scheduling process is often the most relentless and soul-crushing grind in the content operation. This is where the system's auto-schedule function completely transforms the process into a simple set-it-and-forget-it operation. You simply tell the system how frequently you want to post, and it queues the clips across all platforms based on your desired cadence. That means absolutely no more manually dragging files into dozens of separate social applications or endlessly juggling spreadsheets. The integrated content calendar becomes the single source of truth, managing every single piece of published material. From this calendar hub, you can preview content, easily rearrange the sequence, add final captions, and publish everything instantly. This fundamentally changes content production from being a chaotic, reactionary scramble into a completely planned workflow. Let me pause here for just a moment to offer a quick comparison because you will inevitably see other tools advertised out there. You will encounter platforms like Descript, Riverside, and a whole slew of very niche, specialized applications in your search. It is important to acknowledge that every single one of these platforms possesses its own unique set of valuable strengths. For instance, Descript offers incredibly powerful transcript-based editing capabilities and some very cool voiceover dub features. On the other hand, Riverside really nails the process of achieving high-quality remote recordings with excellent multi-track exports. But as you investigate, you will find that most competitors come with trade-offs that significantly affect your overall efficiency or cost. Some of these alternative solutions are extraordinarily expensive for the relatively limited feature set that they actually provide to the user. Other tools exclusively focus on perfecting the initial recording quality and then completely leave all the demanding post-production work to you. A significant number of them require a surprising amount of manual effort just to generate the correct vertical crop formats for social media. They often rely on rigid preset templates that simply do not adapt dynamically to the unique context of your actual content. This particular platform really stands out because it was built specifically to bridge the entire long-form to short-form content funnel. It is not designed to just optimize one small, isolated piece of your overall content creation process. It is engineered from the ground up for creators who genuinely need both high volume and high quality without incurring a huge studio budget. Another frequently underrated win that saves significant time revolves around automatic captions and consistent branding application. The system auto-generates the necessary captions and styles them, so the most important words visually pop out at the viewer. This feature is absolutely critical for vertical viewers who are scrolling through their feeds with the sound completely turned off. You gain the power to apply full brand templates, including background images, specific spacing rules, and rounded corners across all clips. This diligent application ensures that your entire feed maintains a perfectly consistent and recognizable visual look. Furthermore, if you decide you need to add custom overlays or quick visual callouts, this platform makes implementing them remarkably easy. The result is that your exported clips never look like unpolished raw footage that was just haphazardly thrown together. There is also an incredibly smart and functional mobile workflow integrated for when you need to capture content on the go. If you prefer capturing spontaneous moments using your phone, the mobile import features still deliver transcripts and speaker labeling. You still get that same powerful clip generation magic applied to your footage, regardless of where it was initially captured. So whether you record a formal desktop interview or an impromptu moment on an iPhone while riding in an Uber, the AI handles it uniformly. That level of consistent processing across completely different setups is a massive advantage for creators who pivot frequently. Beyond the core video editing itself, this system significantly helps you repurpose content into entirely different text formats. It can automatically generate ready-to-use show notes, detailed summaries, suggested titles, and social captions from every finished piece. Instead of staring blankly at a Twitter field or struggling to word a YouTube description, you get usable copy that only needs a small tweak. Those small, automated time savers aggregate incredibly quickly, leading to many genuine hours saved every single week. Let me get a little bit tactical now and show you the exact personal workflow that I rely on to maximize my output scale. Step 1 is simply to record the raw episode, and then I immediately hit the main auto-edit workflow to handle all the cleaning. This initial process automatically scrubs out all the distracting silence, trims unnecessary filler words, and centers the active speaker every time. While that main long-form video is processing in the background, the system automatically generates chapter markers. Simultaneously, it also creates a set of 8 to 12 short clips that are specifically optimized for vertical sharing across all platforms. Next, the intelligent auto-scheduler automatically drops those vertical clips into my personal content calendar across the entire week. These posts are placed precisely at the optimal times that I preset within the system's scheduling preferences. On the actual morning a specific clip is scheduled to go live, I just open the calendar to check everything over. I take that moment to make any tiny, final branding tweaks if necessary, and then I hit the big publish button. In most real-world scenarios, I spend less than 20 minutes total from the raw recording to having the entire week's content queued up and ready. That level of streamlined efficiency is truly the only way a solo creator can realistically achieve content scaling today. There is just one more truly impressive feature I need to quickly call out specifically to this audience. I am talking about the functionality for generating synthetic ad reads using a replica of your own voice model. If you need to insert a quick sponsor message or a merchandise plug into your content, this feature is indispensable. The platform supports a very clean workflow for generating those short audio segments that you can easily splice right into any episode. This is incredibly handy when you need to deliver the exact same consistent messaging across dozens of different repurposed short clips. So, let's return to the central question that we opened with. Is automatic editing the definitive future of video creation? The definitive answer, looking at today's landscape, is that this capability is already firmly established in the present day. It certainly will not replace the boutique cinematic editors working on the highest budget, most specialized film projects. However, for the vast majority of everyday creators who need speed, consistency, and smart optimization, these tools are truly transformative. They expertly remove all the tedious, repetitive manual labor involved in high-volume content production. This frees up your mental energy to focus purely on your valuable conversations, your best creative ideas, and your overall channel growth. If you are now curious about trying this specific automated approach, think carefully about what you want to automate first. Do you need to automate clip selection, the tedious captioning process, the scheduling, or perhaps the entire production chain? I highly recommend you start small with a single manageable workflow, like auto-editing just your very next podcast episode. Then, follow that up by letting the system automatically generate 10 high-potential vertical clips from that same recording. After that test, seriously evaluate how much cumulative time you personally managed to save during the entire process. Once you validate the savings, then you can confidently expand the automation into more areas of your production cycle. If you are already using a mix of several different tools, proactively look for the hidden gaps in your existing process. Most creators, unknowingly, waste many hours every week purely on manual formatting, tweaking, and inefficient scheduling, which is where automation pays for itself. The initial investment in automation will often pay for itself back within a single week, just from those small reclaimed hours. If you desire a deeper, more granular walkthrough of how I personally organize my custom workflows, please let me know in the comments. I am also happy to show you exactly how I customize brand templates and caption styles for different platform requirements. I can walk you through real projects I have actually run and show you the specific metrics that measurably changed after I started auto-scheduling. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are interested in creator tools and optimizing your content operations workflows. Please hit that like button right now if this specific video provided you with any genuinely helpful, practical insights today. I will continue sharing practical, actionable ways for you to get much smarter about your overall content operations moving forward. We are undoubtedly living in a golden age right here for independent creators, provided we utilize the right technology. The key to thriving is ensuring your production tools make your content output truly sustainable over the long term. I genuinely cannot wait to see all the incredible and efficient things that you will create using these powerful new tools.